Good afternoon, Michael Mazarang here again. And today we're down in Waxhaw in the 28173 zip code. And we're doing one of my favorite installs today. We're doing an Atmox system in a crawl space. And as you can see, it's a pretty hot day today. It's in late July. The temperatures are up in the 90s, and it's a pretty humid day today. So I wanted to talk a little bit about crawl space encapsulations and controlled ventilation. As you can see, this house is well maintained with nice bushes and good gutters, as well as overall really good maintenance on this house. What we did here, as opposed to a full encapsulation, we decided to deploy an Atmox system, which utilizes the existing vents as well as adding the benefit of dehumidification to the protocol. And as you can see, this house has standard vented crawl space situation. And what we've done is we've blocked the majority of these vents from the inside, and we have kept 4 locations available for intake air and exhaust air. These are our 2 primary intakes. So when we have good air to use, we get a cool front that comes through in a couple weeks and things cool down. Dew points get down into the 50s or 60s. We can use the outside air as opposed to the dehumidifier. And as we can see here, if you look closely, you can see the triple intake fan here that we just incorporated into the existing vent that came with the home. Fairly simple upgrade, and these fire by a factor of dew points. So basically, when it's cooler outside or it's drier, relative humidity is lower, dew point is lower, we're able to utilize this outside air and incorporate it into this program. As you can see here, this is the Atmox controller, and this controller shows everything that we need to see: the temperature, relative humidity, the dew point, all available here at the touch of our fingertips. And also a feature that I really like a lot is the lights. We are able to operate low voltage lights with this system. And I'll show you that here in a minute. So this little controller conveniently runs the entire system: the dehumidifier, the fans, and the sensor packages, which there is an exterior and interior sensor package which controls the entire system. All right, we're here inside the crawl space, and the guys are finishing up the installation today. As you can see, part of this program was developed by a licensed engineer. We did some structural repairs. The guys are also skilled at doing many types of structural wood repairs. Here we see a dead corner fan, which is running at the moment. Since it's so hot outside, we are on the internal dehumidifier and dead corner fans. And you'll see here, we've installed an April Air 90-pint commercial dehumidifier as our dehu backup program. So when it's too hot outside, like it is today here in the Carolinas on a July day, we don't want to use the outside air, but we certainly will rely on the drying power of this April Air to keep conditions in this crawl space where we want it to be until we have the availability for outside air. It's one of the common things I get from clients in feedback you'll see online is, well, you can't use the outside air all the time. We know that. So what we're doing is incorporating the sealed qualities of a sealed system and inviting the outside air when it's appropriate for exchange. And you'll see here, engineer recommended some reinforcement of the substructure. Customer was having some difficulty in a closet area where there was deflection in the floor from the weight of the things that they were storing here. So the guys built this extra large pier per the engineer's recommendation. You'll see that layout on your screen here below on this video, and you'll see a brief picture, and that's the engineered footprint that was recommended, and we followed that to the letter, of course, going past this pier as well, and you'll see where that reinforcement included some Simpson clip angles, certainly some additional members, and pressure treated blocking was also added, and of course some metal shims as well were used per code to make the interface between the flush girder interface and the pier itself. So the guys did a really nice job here to add this additional support as part, and of course the engineers also recommend the Atmox system because of its universal hybrid qualities of being able to use the outside air, as well as enjoying the comfort of being able to do a closed system when the weather's too hot outside. As you can see, I'm going to crawl to the intake fans. And you can see here these are triple intake fans that you saw when I was outside, and these of course are idle now. The sensor, which is parked right outside here, of course is calculating the outside conditions that we know are to be too hot for exchange, so the fans don't run. So as you can see, this fan as well, the other triple intake fan, is now idle, and it won't run until we get the good opportunity for air exchange, when the dew point is lower. The only way we've used these fans is if we can invite the outside air and make it drier here in the crawlspace environment. So also, because we're falling under vented code, we can use a standard vapor barrier with this type of system because we still have access to the outside air. We can save the customer thousands of dollars without having to deploy a 20 mil fiber reinforced liner, which you could do, but certainly the system will perform just fine with a 10 mil contractor grade stake liner. Same encapsulation qualities. All the vents have been sealed, as you can see, with insulation board and foam, and this interface between the porch foundation and the main crawl has also been sealed. We don't want any air exchange to occur between the back porch and of course the main crawl space proper. As you can see here, dead corner fan. It is running right now, so the way the system is set up, the system, when the dehumidifier fires, these dead corner fans also fire so that we can move the air around the crawl space. What people don't really realize is dehumidifiers are poor at moving air. They basically, you have to have help to get the air to disperse more properly through the environment. So these dead corner fans get deployed and they swivel from place to place, or from direction to direction, so I can move the air where I want to what we call a dead corner. And dead corners are places where the air gets a little stale. You know, I'm looking down this way, that's where the dehumidifier is exiting, but certainly in order to influence this part of the crawl space, we need a little more air. So you can see here, this dead corner fan is blowing air towards the center of the crawl space, so that this stale spot, so if I take a moisture reading here, I'll get a similar or close to the same reading as I would by the dehumidifier. Often in encapsulated crawl spaces, I'll go to the far end of the crawl space and I'll get a reading that's 15 to 20% difference than it is by the dehumidifier. So by using the fan system, we're able to get around that problem. So, you know, we're not saying that a closed system isn't effective, which certainly is, and it's part of what we're doing here. But why not use the outside air when it's available and to enhance the effectiveness of the program And as you can see here, more sealed vents. We have, we can crawl here, look through this. A little bit difficult to see through here. I'm too old and fat to be able to crawl through these like I once was. But our exterior fan is there, as you'll see. And that exterior fan, there's two exterior fans on this opposite side of the footprint where we can exhaust the air with equal pressure. So the system is perfectly balanced. And of course, as you'll see, that is of course idle at the moment, and it will not run until we have a better opportunity for air exchange. It could be a few days, it could be a week before we get that opportunity. So you know, the liner install went well. Things look good here. You know, the customer is very happy with what we're doing here and taking advantage of the newer technology and the advantage of low voltage fan operation. So instead of running this expensive dehumidifier, which pulls a lot of energy, during a good day, we can run on the low voltage fans, which is using 1/12 the power consumption. And you can see here the air exhausting out of the April air. April Air makes a very good quality dehumidifier, and we're using them on a lot of our installations. So this is the 90 pint, as you can see here. The condensate pump, we make sure to get a good brand condensate pump. Sometimes companies will kind of try to cheat and get cheap ones. This is a good one that should last many years before it needs to be replaced. And of course, the condensate line gets run to daylight out on the front side. One other feature, like I spoke of, we're looking at the low voltage light. We have two low voltage lights here inside the crawl space. Again, using the low voltage, it doesn't take much energy. And look at how bright these are. It's much brighter than the lamp on my head. So customer is able to switch that light on and off from the console. So if a plumber or electrician need to come into the crawl space to do service work, they have the extra benefit of being able to have a well-lighted situation, or anyone that needs to do HVAC work or work on the dehumidifier. So really nice feature that not too many customers use. So if you're seeing this video and you like the Atmox technology, certainly you know, inquire about the low voltage lighting program, because it's only 40 bucks a piece for each one of these darn things. I mean, you could put 3 or 4 of them in here and light up the whole crawl space. So here's another one, another low voltage light. Again, here the dead corner fan is running, moving the air through this dead pocket towards our exterior fan situation. So if the dehumidifier is not running, we have the dead corner fans set to run independently. So if the relative humidity gets down to 63%, we have this system ready to fire, where the dead corner fans will fire no matter what, whether we're running outside air or the dehumidifier. These dead corner fans are going to run quite a bit to keep the air stirring in here and keep it fresh. So really like how this turned out. Very efficient system. And of course it's a summer install, so I can't really show the exterior fans, but I'll do some videos at a later time that, you know, where that's more appropriate when we're on the outside air. But at least you understand the difference. So again, this is Michael Mazarang. We're on an Atmox controlled ventilation install in Waxhaw today, 28173. If you're looking for more information on encapsulations, controlled ventilation, waterproofing, vapor barriers, you know, structural wood repairs, any of these types of services, insulation, we do several types of insulation installs. Maybe you have a problem in the attic, you know, we also can help you there. You know, we would appreciate a phone call, and at that number is down at the bottom of your screen, or you can get on our website to get more information. But hopefully you learned a little bit today about a closed crawl space, encapsulated crawl space, or controlled ventilated crawl space, the hybrid that can be created between the two interfaces, which is really effective. And you know, these guys they do good work. They work really hard, and they would certainly appreciate the opportunity to help you with your house. And also, we can save you thousands of dollars by doing the hybrid system. Especially the amount of money we saved on the liner is thousands of dollars, and we can kick that money into the actual technology to solve the problem instead of, you know, a fancy pool liner that you can't see. So anyway, so yeah, definitely give us a call and we'll answer all your questions, set an appointment to come see you. But again, thanks for looking at an Atmox controlled ventilation system today with us, and we look forward to talking with you soon. Hope you have a good day. Thank you very much. Take care.